Hi everybody, quick reminder, don't forget to check out the on-screen end cards towards the end of the video, as well as the merch shelf and links down in the description below to explore my new OUTCAST comic book series. And I just have to say that I genuinely appreciate all of the support that's been shown for this new adventure. Now I hope you're having a great day, and let's dive in to Justin Hammer. He made his very first appearance in The Invincible Iron Man, issue number 120, that was released in December of 1978. Justin is a British-born genius and businessman who happens to be the CEO and founder of Hammer Industries, a longtime competitor of Stark International. And this high society villain stands 6 feet tall and weighs 170 pounds, having blue eyes and gray hair. In the pantheon of Iron Man's rogues gallery, few villains have caused Tony Stark as much professional, financial, and psychological damage as Justin Hammer. Unlike the Mandarin, who relies on mystical attacks, or Titanium Man, who relies on brute force, Hammer's power lies in his immense wealth, lack of morality, and corporate cunning. Being a billionaire industrialist and a direct competitor to Stark Industries, Justin Hammer represents the dark mirror of Tony Stark, a brilliant businessman who uses his resources not to improve the world, but to profit from chaos. While Tony Stark was transitioning from a munitions manufacturer to a superhero, Hammer remained firmly entrenched in the war profiteering business. What made Hammer unique among Marvel villains was his business model. He didn't don a costume or fight heroes himself. Instead, he acted as a financier and broker for superpowered criminals. Hammer would provide technology, weaponry, and legal representation to B-list and C-list villains, such as Whiplash, the Beetle, the Constrictor, and Blizzard, in exchange for 50% of their illegal earnings. This effectively unionized supercrime, making Hammer the banker of the underworld. If a villain was caught, Hammer's lawyers would bail them out. If they needed an upgrade, Hammer Industries engineers provided it. And if you don't already know, Justin Hammer is perhaps the most infamous for his role in the legendary Demon in a Bottle storyline. Because in a long, calculated bid to destroy his rival, Hammer employed a team of scientists to hack into the Iron Man armor's cybernetic controls. He remotely tested this control by causing minor malfunctions, eventually escalating to a catastrophic event where he forced Iron Man to fire his repulsor ray at a Carnelian ambassador during a public ceremony, which instantly took out the diplomat. This event turned the public against Iron Man and forced Tony Stark to surrender his armor to the authorities. Hammer would then kidnap Stark, revealing that he had been the architect of Stark's misery all along. And although Stark eventually escaped captivity and cleared Iron Man's name, the stress of these events was a primary catalyst for Tony Stark's descent into severe alcoholism. Oh, and it is interesting to note that while he was in captivity, Hammer had instructed his captors to not allow him to drink alcohol, noting that he had learned that Tony was drinking a bit too much, kind of trying to look out for him in a weird type of way. But this wasn't it, because much later we'd see Hammer remaining a persistent thorn in Stark's side for decades. During the Armor Wars, it was revealed that Spymaster, a mercenary on Hammer's payroll, had taken proprietary Stark technology and sold it to Hammer. Hammer then licensed this technology to various criminals and government operatives. This forced Stark to go rogue, hunting down and neutralizing anyone using his tech, a crusade that legally and ethically compromised Iron Man, much to Hammer's delight. But Hammer's malice was not limited to just business competition. He took pleasure in trying to dismantle Stark's legacy. He frequently attempted to buy out Stark Enterprises during Tony's low points and sabotage Stark's attempts to rebuild. In his final years, Justin Hammer was diagnosed with a terminal illness. But refusing to die quietly, he retreated to a space station and plotted to poison Stark. Dude was a savage. And so in a final confrontation with Iron Man, Hammer was frozen in a block of ice and drifted into the void of space, a seemingly cold end for a cold-hearted man. However, the Hammer legacy did not end with him. His industrial empire lived on, often run by his equally ruthless descendants. His daughter, Justine Hammer, adopted the mantle of the Crimson Cow and led the Masters of Evil. Later, his granddaughter, Sasha Hammer, the daughter of Justine and the Mandarin, took over Hammer Industries. Sasha partnered with Ezekiel Stain, the son of Obadiah Stain, to create Detroit Steel, a mech suit marketed to the US government as a replacement for Iron Man, proving that the Hammer family's vendetta against the Starks is generational. Now, for his abilities and his influence on the Marvel Universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give Justin Hammer a rating of 4, which is a rating of Journeyman. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to hype and subscribe to the new Sage.